Does anyone want to bet on it? So how much we want to bet on this? You said, Mike, how much you want to bet? He said he's good. That's what I thought. Bitch made. How much you want to bet?
How much you want to lose?
The time I spent taking a shit is how much you make in your whole life, buddy. How much you want to lose?
Whatever.
$1 million. Deal.
We are one day out from the fight of the century. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. What the f*** is going to happen? For months, I have been quite vocal about my disagreement with this fight. I do not believe a 58-year-old Mike Tyson should be stepping in there with Jake Paul. And although I am somewhat predicting that Jake Paul will win this fight, the more interviews I see from Mike Tyson, the more he makes me believe that he is going to KO Jake Paul. I hope it happens. So in today's video, I'm going to give you some press conference highlights. These press conferences are usually loaded with a lot of fluff and BS, so I'll chop it down for you. And we are going to take a look at some intimidating Mike Tyson interview moments. So guys, like the video, we're going live for this fight tomorrow. And if you're new to the channel, take a look at my content. If you like the look of it, then subscribe.
Mike, it's good to see you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
You haven't been in one of these for about 4 years. You did an open workout yesterday. Everyone's asking you why, how, give us the reason. Forget about all that. Old news at this point. Everyone wants to know what's going through your mind. Is the old Mike back? Is vintage Mike back? Let us know.
Are you talking to me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm back, yeah.
You're the star.
I'm just happy to be here. I love you, too. Thank you.
That's all Mike says. I'm just happy to be here.
Jake, there have been moments in the build-up to this fight where it did feel like the old Mike was back, vintage Mike. I'm not talking, late 2000s Mike. I'm talking like, 1989 Mike Tyson. You're the guy that he's talking about. You're the opponent. You're the guy that's going to be facing off with him. You're watching this. You're listening to this. What goes through your mind when you hear him go into that dark place?
Yeah, it's cute. I fear no man, so I want him to be that old savage Mike. He says he's going to kill me. Is that what you're going to do, Mike? Because I'm ready. I want that killer. I want the hardest match possible Friday night, and I want there to be no excuses from everyone at home when I knock him out. So is that what you're going to bring? Homicidal?
I'm just ready. That's all I can say. I'm just ready.
You can see Mike Tyson is just fed up of this process now. The closer we've got to this fight, the colder he has gotten, the less responses he has given. And seeing him this zoned in, it does give me hope.
You said the difference between me and him is that he's a manufactured killer. He's the killer that papers and TV made. I'm a natural-born killer. That's what you said. That we felt in our bones. That's what everyone who grew up watching you remembers. Can you expand on that? Why is he manufactured and why are you for real?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you can expand on that. I mean, can you give me...
It's just what I said.
It's just that, all right. That's cool. When you hear that, do you agree with that, Jake? Is there something to that?
Whatever he wants to think. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but the deadliest weapon on the planet is manufactured, and that's a nuke.
All right.
He got some booze, but it is a good line. It's just that he's already said that, though.
And what is going on with your ear over there, Jake, if I could just ask that?
I'm not getting my shit bit off on Friday night, so I got my diamond spiked ear covers right there.
All right.
That's a little bit funny.
To the two women competing in the...
I'll just say this right now. Amanda Serrano is low-key hot. The majority of female boxers aren't that great, but she's, she's got a little bit of something to her. When she's dolled up and all that, like just general fresh face, Kevin Samuels style, she's nothing special, but she's pretty.
Big part of your history, of course, your first trainer, the late great Customato. What do you think he would say of this spectacle going down on Friday?
He'd be very happy.
What do you think he would tell you about how to beat Jake Paul?
He would be very happy.
After everything Mike says, he goes, he'd be very happy. I'm just happy to be here. I can't tell if that's an old man thing or if it's just, I'm fed up of these questions.
Jake, this question's for you. We know this fight is 8 rounds, 2 minutes, but is there any chance this goes to a decision, or does this have to end in a knockout?
No, someone's getting put to sleep. It's going to be a war, and we're both heavy hitters. It's not going the full 16 minutes.
Jake Paul, the biggest clown within boxing. If Mike lets
What? No. Wait. Go back to Andreas. Go back to Andreas. Is that Tony Bellew? That looks like Tony Bellew.
It is Tony Bellew.
It does? Is that Tony Bellew or is it Darren Till? Andreas, keep going.
Yes, sir.
Mike lets him survive.
What is this? A Fisher-Price microphone? I actually can't tell if it's Tony Bellew. Is it?
So this guy is ready.
Okay, Andreas, keep going.
Man, chill.
No, legit. Is it Tony Bellew? I can't tell. Is it Tony Bellew, 50 extra pounds?
What?
Okay, Andreas, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Andreas, go ahead.
Mike Tyson, Mike, this question's for you. Given
Why did you not put the camera on Tony Bellew? I think he had an old fella with him, saying this is Jake Paul's next opponent.
everything that you've gone through in your life and your career, you're coming back to the ring at the age of 58. How big would this be for your life to pull off this epic comeback and beat Jake Paul on Friday night?
I'm just ready to fight. You know, I've said everything I had to say. There's nothing else to say. I'm just looking forward to fighting.
I don't think we're going to get much out of Tyson.
There's a lot of people that say this fight between you and Jake isn't to the level of professional boxing or what most people perceive as professional boxing. Who better to ask than Mike Tyson? How does this fight line up for you? How does it feel?
Well, the people speak for itself. I don't even have to ask them.
It was a little bit of a better question, but once again, it all just came back to how do you feel about this, Tyson? If you really want to get anything out of Tyson in this press conference, you need to ask him questions that haven't been asked before. Maybe some tough questions, but the thing is asking Mike Tyson the tough questions is kind of scary. We all know what Mike Tyson can be like at press conferences.
Put your mother in a straight jacket, you punk ass white boy. Come here and tell me that if I you in your ass, you punk white boy. You it. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your asshole alive, you bitch. You come and say in my face, you ask for that, everybody. You bitch, come on, you bitch. You're scared coward. You're not man enough to f with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you scared like a little white bitch. Scared of the real man. I'll f you till you love me,
Biggest live gate in U.S. boxing history outside of Las Vegas. Numbers don't lie. So people want to see this, and that's an amazing accomplishment. Had the biggest live gate outside of Vegas in U.S. boxing history.
Now, look, it does take two to tango, but Mike Tyson is the A-side here. Jake Paul can't really pull in numbers if he is the A-side. He often needs those big names in order to pull in the views. Kind of like me with this channel. See, I'm self-aware enough to admit that. But if it's a lesser-known opponent for Jake Paul, like Mike Petty, for example, that did abysmal numbers. Jake Paul and his audience don't really quite have that pulling power yet. Now, maybe if he beats Mike Tyson, he might start getting there. People might want to start tuning in to see Jake Paul, but the majority of people are tuning into this fight are going to be wanting to see Mike Tyson KO Jake Paul.
Mr. Tyson, I just want to ask a little question. Can you share us why did you say the fear of losing is too much fighting than dying? And what would you lose if you lose this fight? Thank you.
I'm not going to lose.
But you say that in the last minute of the second.
I am not going to lose. Did you hear what I said?
Thank you.
And it's moments like that that makes me think, yeah, Tyson ain't going to lose. Tyson is going to batter Jake Paul. Do I change my prediction? No. Oh, man. Oh, please beat him, Tyson.
You say you're not going to lose, but the odds say differently. How disrespected does that make you feel, and why do you think you are the underdog?
Thank you. Hey,
Thank you.
I'm fine with everything.
We've really appreciated your shit-talking of each other. But we thought there was enough negativity in the world, so we were curious if you had something nice to say about one another.
Okay. I'm with it.
Well,
I'm getting booed?
Wait there a minute. People are booing that guy. I thought that was an alright question. It was something different at least.
Anything come to mind, Jake?
Well, I think he's going to look good in the picture when he's on the canvas and I'm standing over him.
This is where Mike brings up the fact that he got an erection when he seen Jake Paul on the Disney Channel.
I'll take that as a no.
Most boxers, you couldn't name one of their first 10 opponents. Obviously, you've put on a lot of shows. We're at a spectacle right now, a really big event. What do you say to the people who criticize your decision making when most boxers, we don't follow their career at this point?
Yeah, I'm blessed to be in the position I am to be highly criticized. That just means I'm doing something right. And no one has had a boxing career like mine. It'll be studied and judged, but I've risen to the top in 4 years because I've taken risks. I was the underdog all the way up until Nate Robinson, and that's something that people don't remember, don't give any credit to, but I put it on the line against some of the best in the sport every single time, and that's why I'm here on Netflix against the biggest name in boxing right now.
Thank you.
That was an alright question as well, because it is true. The majority of boxers, we don't really know the first 10 opponents that they've fought. Now, granted, the first 10 opponents that you would usually fight are going to be better boxers than the likes of Ben Askren, Nate Robinson, Anderson Gibb, or whoever it is he fought. A 50-year-old Anderson Silva, a 5-year past his prime Tyron Woodley, who just couldn't pull the trigger. So on one hand, that statement is grounded in truth. On the other hand, it's complete bullshit.
Man, I just, there's a lot of shit talk online saying you're going to kill me, and it's just nothing in person. It's, I don't know. It's pretty boring, pretty fucking boring.
Do you think these are mind games?
I don't know, man. It's not working, whatever these games are. It's not going to change the result of what happens Friday night.
Jake, you were just talking about your career and how it's grown, and you've said in the past that you want to be taken seriously as a boxer. So if that is your goal, when can we expect you to start fighting legitimate contending fighters in your given weight class?
I think you're the same dumbass from the other venue.
I asked
that same dumbass question.
and you didn't answer.
And you're sitting here disrespecting Mike Tyson to his face once again.
I asked you a
Do you not think that he's a serious boxer? He walks away.
Yeah, he asked that last time, but once again, Jake avoids the question. Of course, Mike Tyson is a serious boxer, but Jake knows what that question means. When are you going to start fighting professional boxers who are the same age as you, the same size as you, the same physicality, the same experience, and not old, retired, sciatica-ridden, ulcer-suffering, past the prime boxers?
Mike, do you see yourself fighting again after this fight? And if you could pick someone to fight Jake next, who would you pick?
I'm just interested in this fight right here at the moment.
And who would you pick to fight Jake next if you could?
I'm not talking about fighting anybody, only Jake.
Thank you.
A lot of us came up on Mike Tyson, millennials, Gen X, and obviously, you know, further back, like Muhammad Ali, et cetera, Floyd Mayweather. Jake, you've resonated with Gen Alpha and Gen Z. From a boxing perspective, from a legacy perspective, what do you feel like you're bringing to the sport and the future of boxing?
Yeah, man, just excitement. Big fights, big knockouts. You know, a lot of fighters go in there and they have boring-ass fights like Floyd Mayweather, and I've brought in up a lot of excitement to the sport, knocking people out in the biggest platforms possible, going against the biggest names, and making matchups that the fans want to see, crossover MMA fights, things like that, fighting other massive names in the sport. So I'm going to continue to do the biggest fights, the biggest pay-per-views, the biggest streams across the board, and just continue to push myself, and I think people resonate with my content and just promotional ability.
You can't deny that. Jake Paul does try and go for the knockout, whoever it is against. He does throw big punches, and I genuinely think he's going to come into this fight thinking he can KO Mike Tyson. He said he's going to guarantee it in the first half of the fight. It's not going to go the full distance.
Last one will be from me, and I'll try my best. Let's see if this works out. I just want to go down the line from here to there, all the way down to there. Just give me a name, Jake or Mike. Prediction on Friday. We'll start with you, Shushu. No pressure.
Okay.
The baddest man on the planet. I am Mike Tyson.
All right, that's 1-0. What about you, Lucas?
Jake Paul.
All right, 1-1. Shadeja.
Jake Paul.
All right, 2-1. Niraj.
Mike Tyson.
2-2. Mario.
Iron Mike.
3-2 for Mike. Amanda.
Come on, Jake Paul.
All right, 3-3. Katie.
You can never bet against a legend, Mike Tyson.
4-3, Mike. Abel.
Tyson.
5-3, Mike. Winderson.
Tyson.
6-3, Mike. Melinda.
Tyson.
7-3, Mike.
Mike Tyson.
8-3, Mike.
Mike Tyson.
Dang. Jake, the disrespect. It's palpable.
I love it, you know. Hey, when I see dumb people saying dumb predictions, I just feel bad for them. So at the end of the day, who wants to bet on it, huh? Does anyone want to bet on it? I'm shaking hands. So how much we want to bet on this? You said, Mike, how much you want to bet? He said he's good. That's what I thought. Bitch made. How much you want to bet?
Mike Tyson.
How much?
How much you?
How much? As much as you're willing to lose, brother.
So, okay. So I'll give you my property.
How much? How much?
My property is like more than 1 million. I'll give you. Deal.
How much you want to bet?
How much you want to lose?
Bro, the time I spend taking a shit is how much you make in your whole life, buddy. Shut the fuck up. How much you want to lose?
Whatever.
$1 million, deal. We got 1 million here, 1 million here. Come on, you guys want to fucking do this? Put your money where your mouth is. How much money? Exactly. How much money?
That's big.
Exactly. How much money? A ring, deal. Let's go. I'm following up on all this shit. $1 million? $1 million? $20 right here.
$20.
That's what I thought. I forgot Katie Taylor back here. How much you want to bet? As much as you want. I'm not losing. No shot in hell.
Well, do you want to bet your purse?
Yeah, let's bet the purse. Deal.
Well played. Well played.
And I'm sending out contracts too.
Mike, final word from you. Give it to us. Dig deep.
Go on, what you got, Mike?
I feel it.
Come on, Mike.
Yeah, final word to you, Mike. Final word to the world.
I'm just ready to fight.
Yeah. Tyson, everyone.
Look, love him or hate him, Jake stood on business there. He went up to every professional boxer's face, offered to bet them whatever they wanted, shook the hand and said, let's do it. You're going to bet? No, you bitch mate. Look, as a man, I can respect that. The lad has got confidence. It's a very outward projecting confidence. Mike Tyson is very internal. You can tell he's got that deep intrinsic confidence. Two completely different personalities. Mike looks absolutely zoned in. Jake Paul looks ready to go. Let's take a look at this face-off.
Paul. One last time. Jake Paul. Mike Tyson.
Wait there a minute. One sec, just something important. I need to check out these beards. Oh, that Latina there. Blonde's looking good. Latina's looking good. Nice little dark chalky there. Little caramel ting. Oh yeah, okay. Anyway, Shaun, stay on track, come on. Got testosterone running through me veins.
Jake Paul. Mike Tyson.
Look at Mike. Shut up in the middle. Man, Mike, look the way Mike just bows, looks Jake dead in the eyes, just turns away. Cold. Man, crazy there. I'm looking forward to this. Let me just show you how cold Mike Tyson's looking. Look at this interview.
For $1 million, I could take a punch, or would I go to sleep?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You can hear him go.
A little scared. You can explain to us about the pigeons?
What do you want to know, brother?
When he sent you the pigeons, was it a good gift?
It was a beautiful gift, but the pigeon was probably disease infested.
When you win this fight, what is the first thing you're going to do?
I don't know. Eat some ice cream.
What kind of ice cream would you like to eat?
This ice cream.
I like eating ice cream sandwiches. After the fight, is it okay if I give you a hug?
Maybe I'll pass on that.
And if you need any tips from me, I'm 11-0. Well, I lost 2 fights, so if there's anything you want to ask me?
No, it's a pleasure to meet you. Take care. Let my hand go.
Okay.
Please get up.
Okay.
Mike just isn't the type to play with. Someone said Mike is in kill mode right now. The last few days, he's just been getting colder and colder and colder.
Mike, how is your health? You obviously had the health scare in the summer.
I'm just fine, brother. I'm just fine.
And what do you make of Jake Paul?
Well, I think he's a great person. But, as a fighter, I think he's inferior.
And how do you expect him to be in the build-up this week? He was quite antagonising in the press conference.
The only thing that matters is what happens in the ring.
Look, the way he just isn't breaking eye contact whatsoever.
He'll say whatever he wants. In the ring is when the party begins. Then we're going to find out, can he party with the big boys?
And how does that party end?
Smashing.
And how do you think the fight will go on Friday night?
I think Jake's in a lot of trouble.
Oh my days. Guys, I think I'm just more confused than ever. I'm predicting Jake Paul to probably win this fight, mainly due to the age factor. I hope Mike Tyson proves me wrong, but then looking at Mike Tyson's aura, I don't know, it's got me on the fence a little bit. Based on these interviews, based on the press conference, based on the face-off, are you swaying your decision at all? Are you finding yourself sitting on the fence a little bit more as this fight edges closer? Because that's essentially what I'm doing. Let me know your thoughts below, guys. We're going live for this tomorrow, so make sure you tune into the channel for the live stream, and yeah, I'll see you then.